More minutes until I'm off. 20 more minutes until I'm on. 20 more minutes until I'm on. All right, let's get into today's trade recap. I was just banging out to some little Uzi. Was finally able to take a trade these last couple of trading days. Have not been so good for price action. So here we go. Um, so we come into market open with SMT divergence, as you can see right here on NQ and ES. Right here. I do have this yellow line out just to see if ES wanted to sweep that liquidity or not. It did not. Um, my trade was taken on NQ. So basically, market open, dropped down, took out these lows, then we pushed up, taking out these highs. And so originally my first trade idea was to go long from right here with stops, keep them tight. And then I was gonna target these equal highs right here. As you can see, price did not come back into this fair value gap. This is the first presented fair value gap. That is why. And after this, after it swept out these lows, it definitely did. Obviously, it showed that it wanted to go higher, leaving a fair value gap, not filling it in. Um, and as you can see, it pushed up past these highs and into this fair value gap right here. And then we have, this order block with this fair value, with inverse fair value gap. And then, so price played around. See this right here. I wanted to get in so bad just before the news scandal right here, but I was thinking about getting in right here. I remember the time, 9:58. I was like, no, it's only 2 minutes away from news. So oh, this is wrong news. As you can see, this is how news came out, and immediately ripped down. It was crazy. Um, so after I saw that, okay, I knew my daily bias, which was bearish for the day. Even though I did want to take this quick bullish trade, it was bearish. I was hoping that I would get in like, just right here. But I was just, being a little bit patient. Just trying to see where, what price is going to do. I did end up getting in right here. Well, let me slide this over. Okay, so I got in like right here and then a little bit above on this candle. So these two candles I got in on the inverse version of this fair value gap. Stops above this order block. Now, price could have came back into this fair value gap, which would have been fine, and I would have got in again. More than likely. I probably would have just waited for a couple candles to print just to, make sure that I am on sides. So we got in, stops above there. And as you can see, price broke down. My first take profit was right here. And then I only had two contracts on today. Um, so I got in right here, or two different positions, I should say. I got in right here, and I just got out shortly after, which was, I think it was on the hourly, the next, somewhere like right here at the open of this candle. Um, and as you can see, price is, absolutely falling out the sky. Which, I did want to hold until this fair value gap. Especially I would have held because ES was dropping lower. So when ES got here, that's probably when I would have got out on NQ, and we would have been like somewhere around here, around this new weekly opening gap. And that is something I'm working on, is just holding traders for longer. Sometimes I'm so zoomed in that I don't see the bigger picture, just because, these last couple of trading days just have not been giving me anything. So I, just wanted to make some money. Um, but I definitely do see a bearish outlook for the rest of the week for the most part. As you can see, we're, dropping down. We had this big spike down. We came about 50%. I do have shorts on the SPY. I do have a put, 630 put that I put in yesterday. So we'll see how this goes. I'm aiming for this gap Depending on, how much money I'm in profit or how quickly it moves, might take profits right here. Um, and then I have like a put debit spread on the Qs. Um, just because I'm already shorting the SPY and, didn't want to leverage too much, so that's why I went with the put debit spread on the Qs. It's just, a little bit cheaper. So those are, printing right now. Um, but yeah, and then I'm not sure if this is where I'm going to keep my stop, but after today, hopefully, it just keeps dropping, and it doesn't, even contest that. And then this is where my stop is on the put debit spread. It's less risk involved and stuff like that. So that was a trade for today. What a banger. I'm glad we finally got in there, made some money. I did trick a trade last week and then not post it. It ended up being a break-even trade. Um, I think it was on Friday. That's my bad, just kind of laziness, but and that's it. I hope everybody has a good day and stay safe.